provided since letter?
No, sir.
Okay, so kindly tell her that she will gonna provide, or she will provide excuse letter.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
So now, um, what you've seen in the slide, there's a code, work is love made visible. So for you, what does the code mean? Or what does it mean? Anyone? Yes, Mr. Kevin?
My interpretation of this concept is that a person should be passionate and nothing that he or she do because once he or she is passionate in what she is, it will be accepted by others.
Yes, so thank you, Mr. Kevin. Anyone? Anyone? Kasi nakapailan ako. Share. Yes, Miss Mariah. Can you stand?
Work is love made visible. If you love or if you have passion, if you put your efforts in what you are doing, in what you are working, it is became visible because it reflects you. It reflects in you as a person who made it and um,
Yes, you're right, Miss Mariah. So kindly um, give her a round of applause. So today we will discuss about the prophet. So but before that, I'm gonna introduce you who is the author behind this excerpt, the prophet. He is
a good translator. Okay.
He is Khalil Gibran. So Khalil Gibran is a Lebanese American poet, philosopher, and artist. So he is the first published in 1923. So the Prophet is a collection of poetic essays that explore profound themes such as love, work, joy, sorrow, and the meaning of life. So now, before we delve into our discussion today, I will be introducing our learning objectives. So at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to first interpret the meaning of a selected passage from the prophet. Second, express how a specific lesson from the prophet connects to their personal beliefs. And lastly, create a simple illustrated quote poster that highlights a meaningful line from the prophet. So now, I'm going to divide you into 5 groups, and let's start starting with Cassette.
Oh, four, five,
6,
five,
1,
oh,
3,
four, one, oh, three, five,
1,
oh,
3.
five,
One.
three,
Okay, so group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So go to your respective group. So now I will be going to distribute that this sample down. After that, each group will present a summary of their interpretation to the class. So, mapili lang mo og usa ka representative each group. So, your timer starts now. 5 minutes left. So, are you done reading? Now, since you are done reading, I have here the guide questions. There are 3 questions. So first, what message does their passage convey? Second, what emotion or images that it evoked? And lastly, how does it relate to real life experiences? So now, the first group will going to present is the group 5 down to group 1. So now let's start group 5. Come in front, please. Uy, ano na sa in front?
So the message of the excerpt is that if you love your work, if you value your work, if you put effort into your work and passion, the work is fruitful. The work is something someone will cherish, and you will say wow. You will give importance, so you will see the fruit in that. When you work with this taste, or you work bitterly, you work lazily, the fruit of that is also not a positive one. It is something that you are not proud of having. What emotion images does it evoke? So the emotion is more on he is giving a lesson, and he is it is full of information about how you do work. And the images is for me the way he writes here that if you bake a bread, so it is something like when you work on something, or for example, me as a student, I work on my thesis. Of course, I have to work with work with passion, but also reklamo. But I will also include the different side, or the different sources to make my work better, to make our work better. So, how does it relate to the real life experience? For me, as an SSG officer and a CSO officer, it relates to me because sometimes there are struggles I face in the duty. Kaya of Finalita, the activity will not be possible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Saraya. Next group, group 4.
What message does your passage convey? So for us, this Kai's message is trying to convey to us that when we do something, uh, we must put effort into that. We must love it, even though it sometimes we don't want to do it, because when we put a lot of effort into that, at the end or eventually we can see something uh, of the good thing from our effort. And what emotion or images does it evoke? So, upon reading this, it made us contemplate about life. And also, how does it relate to real life experiences? So, for me, sometimes I don't want to do something, especially in terms of classwork. But I don't have a choice. I just motivate myself, and along the way, I was able to love it and uh, see something from that work, and also it makes me feel fulfilled for something that I persevere on.
For sharing your empathy. Next is group 9. Yes, Mr. Kelly.
Next,
10 minutes in class.
first question is what message consider
Such.
so our interpretation on this first question is every actions every actions that we bring in life we should put our hearts, and also as what our leaders presenters said is we need to put our heart instead of being rebellious. And because small efforts can lead to big or remarkable achievements. Next is what emotion religious does I think I would like to give emphasis on if you bake bread with the differences, you bake a bitter bread that leads but happiness. So this simply means that there are works or tasks in our life that we need to do it little or step by the step. Yes, because if we expect if we expect great achievement, then we must not it does not happen overnight. So we need to exert our effort and not include the steps. And for the last question is how does it relate to your life? This is very relatable since all of us here have our own battles, and also we embody different characters, also behaviors. So it is a challenge. Most important, for the most part of the student leaders here. So we need to
sex. For me, it relates to real life experiences in which, for me as a teacher educator, I don't just deliver my lesson because I need to. It is because I want that the students will learn.
Thank you so much, Miss Edna. And lastly, one.
So what message was that your class teacher gave? So for this, this tells us that our efforts reach the results. Probably we can expect too much from that feeling that we did what that we did last. Next is what emotion images. For me, this is kind of motivating because it makes us realize from now on that we must exert much effort for to have results that makes us happy. And next is how to relate to life experience. We can relate this as a student because we grew up running sometimes that we tend to have this mindset of just to pass, to have a class. Something like that.
Thank you so much. So let's give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, the Prophet Michael Gibran. It explores the profound wisdom of life through poetic reflection on themes such as love, freedom, work, and self-knowledge. So each chapter offers philosophical insights that encourage readers to live with purpose, balance, and compassion. And its core, the book promotes spiritual growth and the understanding that life's joys and sorrows are deeply intertwined. So now, so create a unique illustrated poster featuring the chosen quote, which is kanang ibasa. And the poster should highlight the message of the quote visually and design. So may group lang gihapon na siya. So this will be your assignment, and so you need to pass. Choose one poem from the prophet and explain its main message. So, instead of actually, this is mistake. So instead of poem, you need to choose a line from the passage and you need to explain its main message right now. So, pwede na sa kuan. Ang dabatok na kayo. Pero kung katong balay ko sa kuan na, just get another one. Gusto ko malaman. Individual. Just use the back of that paper. Pero kung ba na, just
Anong wala? Ano?
before answering this assessment, I just want to um, ask individual, mag-pick lang po. So, I want you to select a statement or quote in that passage and think about what word that inspired or impact you personally. Maas na ko, so point out na ako kung isa. Miss Isaiah Pinto Franco. So just, pick lang atong ko ay nasa passage.
The line that interests me about my essay is work is love, hate is love. It means that no matter how you put effort or hard work in that work or in doing something, you do it without love.
So thank you, Miss Isaiah. Another person, Miss Canelio.
For me, the step out of life's perception. People have a lot of things to do it ahead in order for us to finish it as to act and work hard. But this line emphasizes that let's move forward and work everything with passion, dedication, and love.
Okay, thank you, Miss Canelio. So now, kindly continue to answer our assessment today. So to those who are done answering, kindly pass here in front.
Motor di balik itu deh kak sobat tuh tujuh sarasa
Alas 10.
or still uncertain? So to wrap up our discussion for today, the prophet by Khalil Gibran's offers timeless wisdom and the human experience, encouraging readers to reflect deeply on life essential truths through poetic meditations on love, work, freedom, and self-knowledge. So Gibran inspires a life of balance, compassion, and spiritual awareness. And this work reminds us that true fulfillment comes from understanding ourselves and living in harmony with others and the world around us. So, alright, class, as we are about to end our class for today, I want you to remember this quote. You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. So that's all for today's discussion. Thank you for your participation. And thank you, sir.